Yo, what is up guys? It's Pedro here, and in today's video I'll be talking about Bieniemy and how he has completely revamped this offense and changed the culture of this offense as well. If you guys are new, make sure to subscribe, hit that like button and the notification bell as well. Check out BetUS and also join the Discord, both links in the description. Real quick, a word from our sponsor. And before we get into the video, a huge shout out to BetUS for sponsoring this video. I have partnered with BetUS for the entire 2023 NFL season. If you do not know, BetUS is the best betting website out there. They've been around since 1994. Very, very reliable. Great customer service. And I've partnered up with them to get you guys a deal. If you guys click the first link in the description, you guys will get 125% first time deposit match. So if you put in $100, you will get $225, and you guys can do that up to $2,500. There's a bunch of different things to bet on right now. You know, there's WNBA going on, there's MLB. You can even bet on preseason games as well. But as we know, in the next few weeks, the NFL season is going to start to ramp up. You can bet on that. NBA after that, NHL, and then MLB playoffs. It's going to be really nice. So go ahead and click that first link in the description and sign up to BetUS today. Okay, so the Washington Commanders have finished their first 2 weeks of training camp, and the first week's a little bit more chill. This past week, they put the pads on, and things started to get a little bit chippy. There were some injuries, and talked about that in the injury update video from yesterday. Nothing too major yet. We'll see. We'll see how the weeks progress and if any of these injuries develop into anything. But I want to take a chance to talk about Bieniemy and how it's been night and day difference between, Scott Turner and then now going to Bieniemy. First off, every single practice, there's at least one or two tweets from, even the reporters talking about, okay, Bieniemy made the offense redo the huddle, or Bieniemy yelled at a player, or Bieniemy threw out a player from the drills. And, it's just way different. Some people might not like the approach. I think, maybe it's a little bit too much, but I think it was needed, for this team, coming from a guy like Scott Turner that would not yell that much. We wouldn't hear it when, people went to practice. Media would definitely not report on it. And, he just changed it out a ton. And also, I wanted to talk about not only the cultural change and how, he's being more disciplined, but also some of the scheme stuff as well. He's, putting in the Kansas City, goal line shuffle play. And then also, the screen game has been, a lot better. So let's get into that first, and then we'll get into the culture stuff a little bit. So here, I'll full screen it for you guys here. Just a quick example of, a little shovel pass from Sam Howell to, I think it's, Gibbs. Let's see. We'll just see it. Sam Howell to Logan Thomas there for the touchdown. You see that all the time between Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelce. They do it like almost one time a game. It might not be to Travis Kelce, but it could be to someone else, and they do it, and it works a lot. Maybe it will not work for the Commanders because they don't have Patrick Mahomes, but it's something that Bieniemy is bringing from Kansas City, and I'm excited. Again, shout out to Mason for the video right here. Been, killing it at training camp with the videos, but that's something that they're bringing over. That's just one thing of many. And one thing I didn't actually realize is that, and I heard it on, the Beltway podcast with JP Finley and those guys, is that Charles Leno actually played in this offense with Matt Nagy in Chicago. It was very similar. Like, just the verbiage was, one word off or something per play. It was very similar. So that's one guy that won't have to learn the offense much. Same thing with Byron Pringle, Marcus Kemp, Andrew Wiley. So those guys not only will not have to learn the offense, but also can help other guys out at their position to learn the offense as well. And let's see, I want to find the other. I had one more video. Did I? Maybe not, but yeah, that's a shovel pass right there. They've also, and I don't have any videos of it, but the screen game has been much better. They've been executing the screen game a lot better. They've been running a lot more screens, lot more screens. And I think utilizing your, getting your players out open in space, is a really good idea. Someone like Gibson could, get some more screens, because there was times where, if they blocked it well, he would have gotten a ton of yards. The same thing with Terry. Like, if he's getting locked up, well, find a way to get him the ball. Find a way to throw him a screen pass and make him make guys miss. Yeah, they have multiple guys that they can do that with. Jahan Dotson, Terry McLaurin, Curtis Samuel, Antonio Gibson, some other guys as well, but those are the main guys. So I think that's something that will help out a ton. And he got someone from, Kansas City and Andrew Wiley that was able to execute the screen game properly there. And then Sam Cosmi, I think, will be able to as well. Very athletic, big guy that moves really well. So I think he and, his athletic numbers, at the combine were off the charts, I'm pretty sure. So I think it'll work out a lot better. The screen game will be executed a lot better this year, and that will help out a ton. And then that's kind of it on the, scheme stuff. Obviously, they're going to probably be doing more slants and, more plays that give these receivers opportunities for yak yards after catch. Terry McLaurin didn't have many of those opportunities last year, but when he did, he, took advantage. He got 20, 30 yards for the most part. Same thing with Jahan Dotson. When he got the ball in space and the quarterback led him properly, he made guys miss. I mean, remember the Giants game, the first Giants game where he just, at the end of the game, that was probably one of the plays of the year for the Commanders. An absolute great play. Made a guy miss, spin move, scored the touchdown. One of his first games back from injury, maybe like the third or something. And that was that didn't happen enough. The last game of the season, Terry McLaurin got I think it was a crossing route, a slant and stride from Howell. First play of the day, or first throw of the day for Howell of his career, and he completes it to Terry. So that's something that can happen more. Maybe you can do that with Diami too, some slants and stuff. I think that will definitely be more of what the Commanders' offense is this year. But now I want to talk a little bit about his intensity and stuff. So, he every single practice, he's yelling at these players. I mean, this was definitely, justified. A defensive lineman jumped early and Nick Gates spiked the ball at him. Bieniemy wanted none of that. He said, get that bleep off the field. We don't do that bleep. So not happy at all with Nick Gates. Obviously, he was probably, annoyed at the D lineman, but you don't spike the ball at someone for doing that. And he, honestly, I think he, sometimes he might be yelling a little bit too much and these players might be frustrated. But with someone like Nick Gates, I think he needs to, be very strict with him, because Nick Gates, I can almost guarantee you right now, will get us a 15-yard penalty or more than one at this, at some point this year. Whether it's taunting, whether it's, blocking after the whistle, whether it's a personal foul or, protecting one of his teammates, he's going to do that. So if he doesn't, I'll be surprised. So he's got to keep him in check so that maybe instead of not having 3 or 4 of those, we get like one of those or 0. Hopefully, he's kind of like Jensen from the Bucks in my opinion. Very similar player to him in terms of the intensity and fire. And then he's constantly made the offense redo their huddles. He said set the effing tone, and he's not playing around with that. He doesn't, if they're doing it sloppy, he's not, he's going to make them redo it. He's not going to let them, do a bad job in practice, because that does translate over to the games. That 100% does. So definitely something that, he's working on with them. And this is another one. This is the same day. Eric Bieniemy made Sam Howell redo the huddle again. He's not messing around. So he's not going to let these players, slack off like Scott Turner did. One time, Sam Howell threw a pick, and he kind of just was walking, and, Eric Bieniemy says, you throw it, you get it. So he wanted Sam Howell to tackle the guy, and, hey, that I don't know if I want that in an actual game. I mean, actually, I don't know, because it's debatable. Like, do I want Patrick Mahomes going out there and make him tackle? Probably not, because he's my team. But I don't know. It's an interesting dilemma right there. Quarterbacks get hurt doing that a lot, but I'm fine with Howell doing it. But definitely in practice, I don't mind Eric Bieniemy yelling at him to, keep that intensity up, so that, I like that. And then here's just a clip of, Sam Howell and Eric Bieniemy. They're always right next to each other, or a lot of the times they are. And, he finishes his drive and goes straight to EB every time, and probably is going over what he saw, what he did right, what he did wrong, and you love to see that. So I'll go ahead and play that real quick for you guys. I mean, there's nothing really to see, but you can really see the same thing in a picture. But it's great to see. It's great to see. Sam Howell's a very smart guy, very mature, And, maybe he'll start off a little bit slow, but I think, he's got that mentality to do it. Now it just in terms of, okay, is his O-line going to protect for him? Do we stay healthy? And then obviously, how accurate he is. And then, we know he has the arm strength, but, some of it's not just on him because the O-line does concern me for sure. And, Sam Howell can't do everything. But yeah, this year is definitely going to be interesting. EB has a chance to really elevate himself in the coaching world. If he does a good job, he's going to get a head coaching job somewhere. Probably not here unless Rivera retires, but maybe somewhere. And yeah, he's got a really good opportunity here to lead this offense. And, because it was bad last year. So if he takes it from a really bad offense to an average offense and, the defense we already know, unless something crazy happens, this is going to be a good defense. Combine those two, if this offense is average and the defense is top 3, top 5, this is a playoff team. It's a playoff team. So, it's up to EB, but he has a good shot, if this offense is okay, or even, if it does well, he's getting a head coaching job somewhere. So, yeah, that's it for today's video. Hope you guys did enjoy. If you did, hit that like button, subscribe if you guys are new, and peace. And check out the Discord right here, and also check out BetUS, links in the description.